Welcome to CTV News, Your Canada. It's Tuesday, December 23rd. We'll bring you profiles of fascinating Canadians and stories about your community. Thanks for watching.
He says he's 99, but has the spirit of a 20-year-old.
The need is bigger than ever, and I'm bigger than ever.
You may remember Lyle Hay. We tend to check in with him around this time of year. He's been crowned king of the kettle by many around here. It's his 26th year volunteering for the Salvation Army, and his charm brings out some big donations.
7 $100 bills this year. The surprises, little surprises that just rock you.
During the hour we spent with Lyle, 2 people dropped $100 bills into his kettle. Most people will tell you it's not luck, it's Lyle.
Lyle is one of the good guys.
He says his recipe for life stems from a conversation he had as a child.
My dad told me when I was about 6 years old, see that person? Yeah. If you don't have no respect for them, they're not going to have no respect for you. I said, I'm going to have respect. Merry Christmas.
You won't find him sitting down. He tells us he's conquered cancer a few times, even just last year, but was recently given a clear bill of health by his doctor.
And he said, that old heart is ticking away there. He said, like an 18-year-old boy. I said, keep it ticking. He said, I will.
You've got more to do, don't you?
And I am, and I will be here as long as I'm ready. Standing up, I will do it.
Laura Brown, CTV News, Fredericton.
From butterball turkeys to pounds of potatoes, this Kitchener metal store is making a list and checking it twice.
For the second year in a row, we've been able to do our Metal Supermarket Kitchener Cares program.
The program provides families with the necessities for a hearty holiday meal.
Each family receives a turkey and stuffing and vegetables and potatoes and chocolates and in a bag that we deliver to them. So they don't even have to go anywhere or try to arrange pickup.
This year, 61 households will benefit from the Kitchener Cares program, a 50% increase from last Christmas.
It's just our way to give back. Times have been so tough lately for people, and it's just a way that we can try and help out.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for reaching out. It's a little heavy.
It's okay, got it. If I didn't have this, I wouldn't be able to celebrate Christmas. So, like, it means a great deal. I really appreciate their help, and they don't know how much it means to me.
The little blue bag goes a long way.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. I usually like to give back in some way, but this year we kind of needed it, so it's been great.
This year started with some uncertainty for metal supermarkets in Kitchener. A raging trade war slammed tariffs on steel and aluminum, putting pressure on the company and its costs.
We haven't seen any major hits. The majority of the stuff that we deal with, the aluminum and the steel and everything, is North American. It's Canadian. There are times where we do come across where there is material that is higher priced due to tariffs, but I mean, that's what the industry is.
Regardless of what's in store for the industry in 2026, Metal Supermarkets in Kitchener says it hopes to keep up with the hearty holiday tradition and get more helpers and families on board for next year. Alexandra Holyk, CTV News, Kitchener.
For more than 40 years, Frank Campanile has worked in the archive department in the basement of Batshaw. But in the weeks leading up to the holidays, his job description changes from archivist to Santa, overseeing a major operation that takes up nearly every corner of the building.
It wasn't me who started it. It was a company that came here and donated their gifts. They wanted to do a gift exchange with their staff, and they said they'd rather give it to the kids.
That one act of generosity inspired Campanile to expand the campaign. And every year since then, he's taken on the task of organizing hundreds of workers and volunteers. Each gift piled up high in this gymnasium will go to a child who is in the youth protection system. Both a beautiful and difficult sight to see.
When you come in here and you see the magnitude of what we do, it's real.
From toddlers to teens, each has made a wish list, and Santa Frank has read every one.
We'd have the name, the gender, what they'd like to have, the social worker's name, their age. So it's all there. We try our best to fulfill what they're asking for.
Campanile says it takes many volunteers and donors to find these gifts, from dolls to cars to makeup and some items you wouldn't expect.
These kids spill their hearts. It's amazing what they ask for and what they want, and what some of the kids, all they want to do is go home.
It's the one gift he cannot give them. But Melanie Fournier has seen the impact these gifts can have. She works at Batshaw with the older kids who are about to age out of the system.
You know, the older teenagers, they'll say things like, wow, like, I didn't think anyone really cared.
And she says some have come back to help in the campaign.
They come back to me and they say, I remember when I was 16, 17 and somebody gave me an air fryer or a new pair of sneakers, and I want to give back now. I want to, sorry.
That's beautiful.
I want to give back to somebody else.
Santa Frank won't get to see the joy on the kids' faces when they open their presents. By then, his job is done. But for a few weeks every year, he does get to see the joy on the faces of those who give.
I believe in this cause. This is beautiful. This is magical.
A magic that continues to grow. Denise Roberts, CTV News.
Here to present you with a Christmas gift today. Really? I am.
An unexpected act of generosity on a trip to the grocery store.
My goodness, I don't believe it.
Leaving Fred Warnell speechless and in tears.
Don't cry, love, don't cry, because you'll make me cry, and I'm ugly when I cry.
Patty Warden giving out more than $20,000 in grocery gift cards. A small act of paying it forward, she says, after becoming a multi-millionaire.
Congratulations, Patty.
Last May, Warden won the $70 million Lotto Max.
Since winning $70 million, Patty has been giving a lot of it away to people in need in the best ways she knows how. She says it's because she knows firsthand what it's like to go without.
Some traumatic things happened to me. Then it turned out I had cancer. And then when I got better, instead of being smart and picking up my life where it left off, I ended up downtown on drugs. I was homeless for some time, sleeping on a park bench. And with coffee, you always need a ton of sugar.
After building her life back, the mother of four says the money was life-changing.
It's changing the aspect of being able to do more for others, but for my personal self, hasn't changed at all.
And today you got a $300 gift card to help with Christmas dinner.
What?
Yes.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Which is why when Warden heard that many families couldn't afford to put Christmas dinner on the table this year, she wanted to do something.
She's always been like this, so I'm not surprised, but I think she's incredible for doing it.
And there was one more surprise for Warnell. He had no idea the gift card was for $300.
My goodness gracious, I don't believe it. I'm lost.
A moment Warden says is priceless.
I want the world to be happy, that's all. I'm just trying to share my happiness.
Leah LaRocque, CTV News.
The polka dot door. Before the streaming wars, before second screens, this was the only tube in town. Mr. Dress Up to Degrassi, 42 years of legendary Toronto Kids TV, is both a time capsule and a love letter, a celebration of shows that shaped a generation of young minds.
Here are the Grogs, of course, Casey and Finnegan, the Polka Dot Door, Muffy the Mouse, the Night Watchman Sam Crenshaw, and Miss Pennypacker.
Curator Ed Conroy says these shows may have lacked in budget, but not staying power.
And those programs were on for decades. You would have, say, a kid watch that show in the 1950s, and then their kids watched the same show, in the 80s. When those people come into this exhibit and they see these characters again and they see the sets, it's like seeing an old family member.
If you have kids, they're probably not even watching TV on TV. They're watching it on one of these. And as for the content itself, well, chances are it's a little bit different than the days of rabbit ears.
You might be tempted to think 20th century content was simpler. The simple truth, shows like Degrassi and Today's Special tackled social issues decades before terms like safe spaces and trauma had even been invented.
Remember that silver flask I used to carry?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Before things were more thought through, and it's like cool to learn about that. It's nice to see that people still care about this stuff and that there's still a push to keep this sort of stuff alive.
It's a second engagement for this exhibit, a rerun as it would have been called in the 80s, so while it may be a social media world, for some people, broadcast still can't be beat.
Seeing these puppets on screen, they weren't fake. They were our friends.
Corey Baird, CTV News, Toronto.
It just felt unreal. Like, am I really doing this? Is this really happening?
Little Feather grew up in the heart of Manitoulin Island with roots in Chaging First Nation and Wickwamcong unceded territory. She says she's always loved creating with a desire to promote and preserve the Anishinaabe language through her designs.
Ever since I was in kindergarten, I saw my mom sew my kindergarten dress, and since then, once I tried on that dress that she made, I realized, that's what I want to do. I want to make things and make people feel good.
At the encouragement of a friend, Little Feather decided to apply for Crave's Project Runway Canada, where designers compete for a $100,000 prize and a feature in a major magazine. She admits she never thought she would make it, but she landed one of the coveted spots.
It feels so unreal. And yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Even stepping on set, it was like, this is how it is on the TV show. And it's like, you're on the TV show.
While facing the judges and the clock was high pressure, Little Feather's toughest critic came from within.
I felt a lot of doubt, I felt like everyone in that room was so talented, and I kind of had imposter syndrome. I felt like, maybe this isn't for me. How did I get here?
This was an incredibly difficult decision.
While she was ultimately eliminated, she says the experience gave her a newfound confidence, proving she belongs on the national stage.
I learned, just to never give up, keep doing your craft, go in rooms that nobody dares to go down roads people don't dare to go.
Little Feather says her immediate goal is to get her website up and running to reach a wider audience. But long term, she plans to go back to school, hone her skills, and be back in the Project Runway spotlight once again. Amanda Hicks, CTV News, Sudbury.
With the Great Getaway well underway for the holiday season, businesses and resorts across Simcoe County and Muskoka are hoping for a record-breaking year. The highways were busy this morning with people kicking off the holiday season, many of them ending up on the many ski hills in the region.
We are here enjoy the holiday, we enjoy the ski. First time here in Blue Mountain. Terrific, wonderful time to ski with my daughter. Actually, I have my son. He's already over there.
Recent snowfall and cold conditions have made for excellent conditions at all of the local slopes, and the resorts are getting ready for what's bound to be a busy couple of weeks.
We have so much terrain available this year. It's been an extraordinary start for us, so lots of terrain for lots of people. Yeah, we'll see thousands of people out skiing, walking through the village. We have our tubing operation as well. We have skating, so they're spread out all over, but there's a lot of people coming.
And conditions this year have been earlier and better than I can remember, so it's great to get a few days in before Christmas.
With more people expected to staycation this winter break because of the low Canadian dollar and tariff war with the United States, local resorts, hotels, and getaways are expected to capitalize. Tourism Barrie says more than 220,000 people stayed in a hotel or Airbnb in the city from January to March of this year, with an economic impact of just over $42 million. It expects those numbers to be consistent this holiday. Even small-town restaurants like this one in Elmvale expect a big jump in customers in the coming weeks.
We're the central of Barrie and Musaga, everywhere, so you kind of have to come through Elmvale to get to your destination. So huge difference, yes. We get, we're right off the trail, so we get a lot of sledders in.
For those who are staying close to home, it's just a couple of weeks to do what they love to do with family and friends. Rob Cooper, CTV News, Barrie.
Pretty hungry.
Extra bales for the horses on days when it's extra cold.
A little chilly, hey?
Rich Pilon spends hours caring for his animals, feeding, grooming, and training.
Right now with the young horses, it's getting them to pull their own weight.
Pilon played 15 years in the NHL, almost entirely for the New York Islanders, retiring in 2001. Now he runs his own horse-drawn carriage business.
That was kind of our hobby and pastime, was horses. So I've grown up around the horses pretty much since I've been a little guy.
For 2 years, he's cut through red tape, trying to get a business license in Saskatoon.
You've spoken here before.
This week, he was finally approved for a temporary permit.
It's an amazing thing that I get to do and be part of. As much as I'm getting paid to be there, it's still amazing to see that these people are having such a good time.
More than that, Pilon says this is how he heals.
Here we go.
Finding purpose in the routine.
There's an accountability and a commitment from me to them that if I'm not there to feed them, then they don't eat.
Pilon is open about his struggles with mental health, addictions, and attempted suicide. 4 years ago, he formed Horses and Hockey Let's Talk to support youth in northern Saskatchewan. These horses have traveled across the province, helping Pilon promote his mental health initiatives. Kids can learn about his story, play hockey, and interact with the animals.
It's to basically give them a break from their real life and hopefully, like I said, fill their cup with joy. They get to have some fun.
A gift these horses give Pilon every day that he hopes to pass forward. Allison Bamford, CTV News.
Meet Striker, the curious 3-year-old pup who's become the newest unofficial member of the Saskatoon Fire Department. Striker is thriving now, but was on thin ice nearly 2 weeks ago.
We tried calling out to him, and he's just sitting in the middle of the river, just shivering and scared and not moving from his spot.
On December 12th, fire crews were called to the University Bridge to rescue a dog on the middle of the river as temperatures dipped below -30. It was Nathaniel Crone who managed to get a leash around the dog's collar, get him on the boat, and safely bring him back to shore.
You can tell he's a good boy, and he cuddled up to me right away, and I want a good lap dog, so yeah, I fell in love with him instantly.
Crone took that as a sign. After growing up around animals, he says he always wanted one of his own. Once the crew made it to the fire hall, animal shelter was called, but no one claimed the dog. So Crone stepped up, adopted him, and named him Striker after the boat used to rescue him.
He's getting more confident. He's walking well. There's a lot of training that still has to get done, but yeah, he's behaving really well. And he's made himself right at home.
Battalion Chief Dwayne Jobson says Striker has fit in well at the station.
It was extremely cold that day. The dog was in a little bit of a danger, so it turned out to be a nice, safe rescue.
A rescue that ended with a new best friend.
Given the circumstance, I'm still obviously a very scary moment for him, but very happy moment for us too.
Keenan Sora Khan, CTV News, Saskatoon.
Somewhere in the 80s, when I got out of the service, I saw some of the village pieces. I was in a store in Chatham, and I liked the pieces at the time, and I bought a couple. And then I bought some more, and I bought some more.
That visit was the beginning of Stephen Mahavlich's Christmas Village.
Like I said, I probably got 50 that aren't up. At minimum 50 or better that are buried underneath. They're still in the boxes.
Then he got married to Mary, who took over the other side of the Bell River basement, recreating Christmas in New York City.
I have at least 200 buildings in mine, and every year they put out about 6 or 7 pieces, and I budgeted $2,000 a year towards my hobby.
But adding to this collection is becoming more of a challenge.
There's no real place local anymore that this is. When I first started here, you could buy it at Shanfield's, you could buy it at Colonial Nursery in Chatham, you could buy it at Colasanti's. I guess I'm going to have to go to Bronner's.
Staging Christmas Winter Wonderlands appears to run in the family.
My brother also collected at one point. He's probably got 150 pieces buried.
This year, they welcome the public, young and old, to come and experience their hobby firsthand.
I really wish more people could see it. Every time we have repairmen come in the house to pick something down the basement, oh, they got to see the village. And then, oh my gosh, It's amazing. I love kids.
If you would like to visit the Mahavelich's village, we have their email on our website, ctvnewswindsor.ca.
By the time they arrived on the beach in Tofino, Tom Fast had been dating Sarah Moroziak for more than a decade, and he was feeling nervous.
I had to make sure that she didn't find the ring in my bag.
While Sarah didn't know Tom's secret, she did feel he was acting a little odd.
Tom was like, let's go touch the water. And I was like, I've touched the water before. I'm okay.
But before she could give it a second thought, he got down on one knee.
There was a few of, oh my gosh, are you serious? This is crazy.
Well, Tom waited for an answer. Off in the distance, Janice Nesbitt just happened to spot the proposal.
Sort of seemed to bring an extra level of magic to the place.
So she took a couple photos, but was too far away to let them know or hear Sarah's answer.
And Tom had to prompt being like, wait, is there his answer? And I was like, oh, yes, for sure.
More than a month later, after the amateur photographer and her husband returned home to Calgary, Janice edited the photos and tried to find the couple by posting the pictures on social media.
I really thought it was a long shot, no pun intended there. I just thought if it were me, I would absolutely have loved to have that shot.
Well, thousands of people praised Janice's talent and kindness and helped her connect with the couple by sharing them from coast to coast before Sarah finally saw them back home in Toronto.
I was like, oh, wait, that's us. That's crazy.
Sarah and Tom say they couldn't be more grateful for Janice's effort and the so many other strangers who supported her.
On top of that, they're really great photos.
Photos, yeah, the photos are stunning.
They're going to be nice to have.
Now the couple keeps the pictures framed in their home, plans on using them on their wedding invitations, and may even return to Vancouver Island for their honeymoon.
Why would we not circle back and go to Tofino and do it all over again?
But first, Sarah and Tom have a wedding to plan.
I know. I'm like, I wonder if she does weddings.
Another proposal that Janice also answers with yes.
Absolutely. I'd love to do that. I could make it happen.
Adam Swansky, CTV News.